Yo, 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 man. Big Dear Father Energy, man. It's your boy Ricky Rock, and we are live on this, what's today? Tuesday? Just tapping in Tuesday? Yes, sir. Got my homie, man, Terrell Thomas, pioneer in this whole media thing. You see kids running through, it's their fathers, man. So this is what it is. My kids in there somewhere, and we tapping in. Before we get started, man, this is Dear Fathers, where we tell stories of Black fatherhood. We have Straight Mental, which is our mental health series every last Sunday of the month, and Books and Bourbon, which is our book club every second Wednesday of the month. So tap in, go to dearfathers.com to get all that. I see you, my guy Terrell. Go to dearfathers.com, get the merch. I dad different. And yeah, man, I'm excited about today, man. Talking to another amazing father about his journey, and I think this is what we are up on, telling these stories of these amazing men and how they continue to navigate the culture and navigate society, being a black man, black father, and also a creator. So again, my name is Ricky Rock. Ricky Rock Live is my IG, man. I'm big Dear Father energy all day. Shout out to the whole team. We're gonna be in La La Land next week, man. Tap in with the kids. Terrell, I just sent you um, a request. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Where y'all representing from? Where y'all from? From St. Louis, born and raised, St. Louis, Missouri. No, I don't really know Nelly, kinda, but everybody, that's a question. Nelly, your cousin? There's more people here from the Lou than Nelly. What up, Jesse? Uh, I think I just sent you a request, Terrell. Maybe you could send me one if you can. If you see this. It said you were unable to join. I'm not sure why. I just sent you another one to see if that work. Yes, sir.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I appreciate you having me today.
Oh man, my pleasure, man. This is a full circle moment for me. I actually put it up. I DM'd you in 2018. Said I've been following you for a couple years now, bro, and I'm hella proud of your growth and your journey. Keep pushing. You hit back, much respect with the fist. So that's like me seeing you, then just getting into whole, the media thing, and then now it's definitely a full circle moment, man. So much respect to you. Back at you, my brother.
Thank you, player. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. So these urban times, I just you such I feel like you're a pioneer in the industry in terms of you just are able to cover so many genres of just our media.
Thank you.
How did you get started, or how did you start these urban times? What inspired that, and what is your favorite interview? I mean, I know you got a
Oh
thousand.
man.
Like, I mean, if I name all the interviews, we wouldn't have an interview because that probably take the whole time. So, I want to know how you started it, what inspired you, and your favorite interview.
Okay. First of all, thank you again for having me, man.
My pleasure,
Um,
brother.
I I got into the podcast game in 2009, but then
Mm,
it wasn't really looked at as it was more like the online streaming. I was doing something with a platform, Blog Talk Radio, and
mm,
of course I got my start when me and a couple of my homies linked up and did a website, Hip Hop since 1987. I did that for a few years, and my journey in doing that was focused a lot more on music. And as you were mentioning, introducing me, I've always looked at hip hop and our urban culture as being more than just music.
mm.
So I was looking for ways and an outlet to provide where I could focus on sports, where I could focus on music, where I could focus on food, where I could focus on different arts, things once again that I felt were in our hip hop culture. So I started actually doing a podcast, These Urban Times. Um, and that was once again just to kind of with a few guys who I respected their opinions, other journalists and reporters, where we would talk about different things. We might talk to athletes about music, or I might talk to musicians
Right.
about sports, just trying to combine the two. And
Yeah.
that's how things pretty much started to really take off for me. I would say to date, God has blessed me to be able to talk with a lot of different people, and that's been a blessing in a lot of different areas and fields. My favorite though, man, has probably to this day been Steph Curry, and
Ooh.
in 2014, because I interviewed him before he won his first championship and his first MVP, and he was just a humble cat that he really. At the time, I was still young in my journey as a journalist and a reporter, and I really didn't even have the clearance to be interviewing him and whatnot. But
Right.
he granted that and kind of shut down some of the PRs and things. So I
Wow.
respect. I still to this day I'm a fan of his because of that.
I'm sure that just inspired your journey too, man.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'll be remiss. I saw an interview a while ago where you kind of manifested Metro Boomin. I'm from St. Louis, so you know I'm a big
Oh,
SGM
that's love.
energy, and Metro Boomin's from the Lou, and you told him he was gonna be a household name. He was like, "Oh man, I hope so, man." Don't you know? He was like so nervous when you said that, but it just shows you how words and energy is truly powerful. And I really feel like that was like you probably gave him some you know, just some hope in that moment that he might not have had, and now he is the one of the biggest producers of all time.
Facts. That's
That's
definitely
crazy though.
Thank you for that.
Do you remember that? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure that.
no, I do, and it's fun. A lot of these moments, man. I always credit God to putting me in the right space and then giving me the opportunities to create moments and things. And some of these special moments, I remember that day we sat in the studio with him for about 3 or 4 hours before even conducting the interview. It was just him and Future. This was Future hadn't even really took off, but they were kind enough to let us sit in. Me and my videographer, and my partner Danny, they let us sit in on the entire session. And I had heard a whole bunch of music at that time that hadn't been released yet. So it was like
Exclusive.
when I had heard some some of the music they were working on, I was like, oh yeah, this guy, he's gonna be next. And he was so humble, but you could just see the talent. I could see the talent in their work ethic and whatnot.
For
So
sure. For
yeah,
sure.
I do remember that. I remember that day like it
Do
was
you
yesterday.
do you take time to reflect on things like that, like, or you know, because you just keep moving and grooving? Do you take time to like reflect on like, dang, like you've interviewed some straight legends? Like I literally have a list, but I'm not gonna read it because it literally is everybody. So I mean, do you reflect?
I'm trying to get better with that now, because previously, no, I wasn't, man, and I think that was taken away from the journey too. I was just so busy focused on creating content, not really looking at what I have done, and
Right.
I think because even in looking at that, that shows you on ways to improve what you're doing and whatnot. So I've started to get better with that in 2021, but that wasn't something that I was previously doing.
That's what's up, man. So that's dope, man. So you are a father. This is
Mm-hmm.
Dear Fathers, Big Dear Father Energy. You have 2 kids, correct?
Yes, a boy and a girl.
A
My
boy and a
daughter's
girl.
10 and my son is 4. So
Oh man, how was that balancing your career and being a father?
it's that in itself is a journey too. But it's dope because that gives you, I guess, that real life factor and whatnot.
For sure.
Sometimes working in like the industry, the sports industry and things, people see that, they see the glitz and the glamour and whatnot, but being able to actually come home and see my kids, and to them I'm just daddy, or
Yeah,
or even some instances like my kids kind of know that daddy talks to celebrities, or my son is in tune, like I don't know what he
I
knows,
bet.
it's
Yeah,
amazing because he's 4 years old, man, but he's so in tune with sports and like, oh, daddy's going to the Hawk Stadium, or daddy's going to talk to Trey Young, so like some of
that's
those
what's
little
up.
things are really humbling. But it's a blessing. It's a blessing balancing the two because it like I say, it keeps me humble and keeps me focused on what reality is.
Right. He's gonna be so popular in school. I mean, I'm sure now, like, oh, you know, he's like your dad talking to all stars, man. That's dope, man.
I hope so.
That's dope. Yeah. So being a father is not easy, you know. And how do you? What do you pull from to get like your wisdom or like your tidbits on how to be a more productive dad? Do you have any m- mentors, or was your father, did he instill things in you, or was it kind of the reverse type thing?
Yeah, it's funny. Like growing up, me and my dad didn't have a relationship. We actually formed a relationship after I got older and became a father, and wanted answers and wanted to learn different things.
Right.
Um, I don't have like a set direct mentor, but there are some gentlemen who I go to for mentorship, who I pretty much like. I respect their fatherhood. I respect their stances. You know, how they move as husbands, or maybe how they move. There's a few gentlemen who are entrepreneurs, so I see that they're not home on an everyday basis with their families. I talk to those gentlemen on a pretty often basis. I do have a few biblical books that I'll go to just to. I'm not one that knows all the quotes in the Bible or anything like that at
Mm-hmm.
all. But there
Right.
are different quotes and phrases that I go to in different biblical books to look to. So there are different things as I'm learning and discovering on my journey, because this wasn't something that you know, someone showed me how to do. So that's been real new.
Yeah, and I feel like it never ends, man. I have 3 kids myself, 15, 5, and 3.
Oh
So
my goodness.
the whole spectrum, man. I just learned so much with each one, and like you said, I kind of learned by bumping my head. I didn't have a lot of people really pouring into me how to be a father. And funny because my homie Lamar on here, I feel like I just recently am really kind of, I guess, kind of really knowing what it is to be a father. I didn't know. I had to learn everything from experience, and I mean, I guess sometimes that's the best way to learn.
I agree with you 100%. You learn on the job, as they say.
Yeah. You mentioned books. Shameless plug. We have a book club every second Wednesday called Books and Bourbon. Man, if you're free, I know you be booked and busy, but it's on a second Wednesday of each month from 7 to 8:30 on Zoom. I'll send you the info in case
Okay,
you're free.
okay,
But
okay. I would love that. I would love that. I would
yeah,
love that.
for sure, man. So, as you're navigating the media, what I mean, you built, like you said, you kind of went through your different your phase from the podcast, hip hop 1987, now it's Urban Times. What's next? Are you there yet, or you just trying to meticulously just program the next best move?
I have a lot of plans and goals in which I want to see come to life.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see born at some point, but I'm taking my time to really do some things with these urban times. I want to like really get a strong team and have a stronger national presence with some of the access that I've been blessed to have. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Like looking to carve out and form a dope team, so we can move together, I guess, like, you know, like the Avengers, and create a lot of dope content and things of that nature. That's where I'm going now. And then from that point on, I do have a lot of ventures that I want to get into, but I don't want to speak on them until I kind of like birth the things that I'm doing, you know, right now.
I feel you, and that's definitely the way to go, man. I saw somebody, I don't know if it was real, somebody, I guess, Kanye, the guy stole his artwork. You never know what's out there sometimes, man.
I read
Uh,
that. I know.
yeah, actually, that probably is on these urban towns. It might have been where I saw it. Shit, I don't know. I'm trying to. Oh, so recently you were covering the NBA Olympics, and you cover KD. You interviewed Kevin Durant, like just talking. You asked him about Kanye, and you're in Atlanta. What? How has Atlanta, hip hop in Atlanta, changed your trajectory of the urban? Like, I'm sure, like you're in the mecca, the hub. You got 2 Chainz, Quavo, just right outside your door. How has that changed just the impact of these urban times?
Oh man, I think, you know, that is one of the blessings in itself. You know, the location, and it being so many talented artists here, and so many talented artists that come here to, you know, get their art and get their work out. As you just mentioned, Kanye was just here for about 2 to 3 weeks, and living in
Mm,
the Falcon Stadium,
yeah,
Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You see 2 Chainz and Quavo consistently out on the hip hop scene and on the sports scene. So being able to be in both realms and have opportunities like you just mentioned, the Olympics that was to date one of the greatest achievements. I feel it was about 30 media internationally like covering the Olympics. So that was dope. That was a very humbling experience. So it is a blessing being in Atlanta, and being here in Atlanta has such an international feel that I'm able to branch out and connect in different regions.
Right. And because of virtual too, you're able to, I mean, we are
Facts.
Lord. Like
Facts.
I wouldn't be able to be speaking to you right now if it wasn't for virtual. So I do see the pros and cons in the internet. I feel like this is a pro when two black fathers can get on IG live and speak about being fathers and how we navigate our culture, man. So thank you, IG, for this. Some
Thank
things
you.
I
Thank
don't thank you for, but
you.
I thank you for it, man. But yeah, man. Like I said before, man. When I hit you up them years ago, and I was just inspired by your journey, man. I am proud of you. You're a dope father, man. A pioneer in this thing, man. And I just am excited to keep seeing you grow, man.
Thank you, man. I love everything you gentlemen are doing. I love your platform. You know, it's genuine love whenever I get to speak with you gentlemen or see that, you know, the moves that you guys are making is phenomenal. I love the acknowledgement that you give fathers. I think that's, you know, I don't want to say we're overlooked a lot, but I don't think in a lot of, you know, settings fathers do get the credit that they deserve. So I appreciate everything that you guys are doing, man. Much love.
All love, and that's what Dear Fathers is, to uplift the ones that aren't heard about enough. Because cause we see the media side of you, but it's like you said, it's other sides that really make the whole person. I think that's important for us to highlight, and we will continue to highlight. So on behalf of Dear Fathers, your alumni, man. So however we can continue to grow and build together, man, we in it together, man, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm with it, man. Yes, sir.
All right, man. And if I'm in the A, man, I'm gonna tap in with you for sure. We're gonna get
Please
in
do,
live one
man.
time.
Please do. The world's opening back up, so I might have to pull up on you on the loop, man.
Hey, man, let's do it. Ain't nothing but a thing, man.
Say no more. I'll be in touch, player.
All right, my brother. Much respect.
Peace and blessings.
All right, bro. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, that was Terrell Thomas of These Urban Times, man. I just love this, man, because not only did their father change my life, I feel like it's changing the world. I mean, I don't know whoever listened to this, that might sound like a corny or a far reach, but it has made me a better father. I'm able to talk to other black fathers. Um, it just shows me myself, and like I said, I didn't grow up with a lot of mentors or people pouring into me, but my mentors are other black fathers, and my guys on the Dear Father team. We became a family, and we encourage each other, man. So big Dear Father energy, man. Shout out to everybody that tapped in wherever you from. World changing. Uh, Indeed, man. We all world changes. Big Dear Father energy. Go to dearfather.com. Get the merch. I Dad Different. Straight Mental. Last Sunday of the month. Books and Bourbon. Second Wednesday of the month. We in LA next week. We outside. Dearfather.com. Ski. Love y'all. Peace.